Before the second coming.
Today I'm starting another little series looking at the vast array of unreleased projects that Prince created throughout his career. For every album that was officially released, countless others existed. Often these were abandoned, reconfigured, developed, amalgamated, or simply left in the vault as Prince pursued his latest muse and inspiration. This series is very much centred on throwing some light onto these projects, but also striving to really make people appreciate just how prolific, just how creative, and just how much amazing material Prince managed to create. So without delay, let's begin with the unreleased live album and film, The Second Coming. As so often in the Prince world, an initial idea morphed into a much more elaborate project. Director Chuck Statler, who worked on the Times Cool video, was brought in to record footage of the Controversy tour and to create, essentially, a promotional tool that would show Prince's stage magnificence to the wider world. It was originally the plan to create a live record using a performance in March 1982 at the Met Center, Minnesota. Alongside the live tracks, a studio cut named The Second Coming was considered to be part of the release. The Second Coming track was a choired gospel number with Prince's powerful a cappella declaring that the Second Coming would not be long, and asked how many good men must die before there's gun control, something clearly on Prince's mind on the Controversy album and after the assassination of John Lennon. After viewing the initial footage, Prince was delighted and felt the project should become much more elaborate. Prince decided he wanted to turn the recordings into a drama documentary and even giving it a full theatrical release. The idea to have little acted out scenes between the songs soon had Prince transfixed, and endless scenes of Prince and Susan Moonsey and Kim Upshur toying around were shot. Chuck Statler recalls that they filmed endless hours and hours in a marathon 2 to 3 day session. Prince wasn't clear about what he required, and even though Statler thought he had sufficient footage, Pierre Nielsen, in the excellent Dance Music Sex Romance book, makes clear Prince's demands as he quotes Statler recalling Prince's retort, "I'll tell you when we have it. You don't tell me when we have it." Prince's boundless desire for perfectionism and control was evident from these early days. It's important to remember that Prince wasn't a huge star at this point, and he was incredibly focused on how to carefully create the exact image he desired to portray. The possible film could reach audiences that his concerts may not have, and in many ways this can be seen as a first schooling in the ideas of film creation that would bear bountiful fruit when in just 2 short years Purple Rain would launch Prince into the stratosphere. After working so frenetically on the footage, which Statler states included a lot of Prince's exposing his bikini briefs and trench coat, Prince suddenly lost interest. It was rumoured that his impatience to begin recording with Vanity 6 quickly became his new focus, and the project was promptly abandoned. Statler at the time had not been paid, but in an interesting development, Statler gave an interview to Wax Poetics magazine in which it was made clear that the footage must have remained on Prince's mind, because decades later, around 2007, Prince contacted Statler and worked out a deal for Prince to buy the live performance footage, but Prince didn't mention the dramatic acting scenes. Statler later found these and contacted Prince without reply. Their last conversation, Statler was left with the impression that Prince was uneasy with the sexual nature of the footage. Statler still owns the dramatic scenes, but states he cannot release them due to licensing issues. I just wonder if this is the end of the story, or if another chapter has still yet to be added. Whilst the project is incomplete and nowhere near finished, it would provide a fascinating snapshot of a time when Prince was formulating his image as he approached the cusp of stardom. Thank you.